G'day. Today I'll be discussing what if there was a European Championship in F1. What would it be like? This is an idea I've had for quite a while. And the reason why I've had it is that, 25 races may seem like a lot, but remember, summer break, the winter break, of course, those take a lot of time. And of course, summer and winter break, the winter break is referring to in between seasons, and the summer break is within the season. And I was thinking, why is that? Well, then I realised it's because F1 is a European sport. It may be international, but a lot of its support is in Europe. And only one race per country in Europe, that is not enough for a country with millions of F1 fans. So I was thinking, how could you have two F1 races in a European country? Well, you can't have a championship round, but then I remembered non-championship rounds. They had heaps of these back in the 50s and 60s. And you could change the rules and stuff. So a lot of people are saying mandatory two-stop. Well, maybe you could test that in the European Championship, of course, and it would give opportunities for smaller F1 teams. So maybe when Mana went bust, Mana went bust, maybe instead of just not existing at all, they could run seasons in the European Championship. So my idea is a 5-round low-cost championship with a low bar to entry. So you got Alessio De Letta. He won't make it to F1, but he's also hogging up valuable Formula 2 seats. And I was thinking, what if De Letta had something that would be an upgrade from F2, but also not be wasting valuable F2 seats? And European Championship, it'd take place in the off season of F1, and in 3 weekends. So, for example, F1 could go months without a race in Europe. So let's say F1 exits Europe, and then there could be a 5-week gap between the next race. But in between America and Brazil, there could be like a 1-week gap. You could slot in a European Championship race. And F1 drivers like Kimi Räikkönen he could move out of F1 because, let's say in 5 years or so, he might get tired of doing full seasons but still have that passion for F1. He could do some European Championship races. Fernando Alonso, when it was gone between 2018 and 2021, he could have done some European Championship races. A lot of people could do some races. So, of course, you would need a high enough bar of entry. So, maybe a 100-kilometer test, or 300-kilometer test in a F1 car. Of course, to keep costs down, you would have a limited set of tyres, unless they were planning to test mandatory 2-stops or test something out with F1 tyres and stuff. You'd limit the car's horsepower to a certain amount, could be 1,100, so the engines would last a long time and balance the plane, create more exciting racing. But what would the calendar be like? I'll show you the calendar I have come up with after the intro. Starting out on the calendar, I've gone with Mugello. We saw it in 2020, it was a good circuit, created some good racing, and I think it would just be nice to see F1 go back to Mugello. For the second round, I've gone with this circuit. Don't know how to pronounce it. I was going to originally do Valencia, but then I was like, I'd like to see F1 go around this circuit. Then we go on to Magny-Cours. Magny-Cours, not much to say, just a solid circuit in France. Then on to Hockenheim, a good circuit, and the only reason why we don't say it in F1 anymore is because of the money. So I think cheaper series, you'd be able to bring back Hockenheim. And to finish the season, I was going to go to the United Kingdom, but then I realised the only Grade 1 circuit in the United Kingdom is Silverstone, and we can't go to an active F1 circuit. So I was like, let's go to Russia, and I chose this track because it's near St. Petersburg and could replace Sochi, so I thought it was a good choice. If you're still watching, thank you for sticking through the whole thing, unless you skipped racetracks, and that is perfectly fine. But leave what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you think I am a good YouTuber. And that is all.